fire.
It's four-leaf clover. Make a wish.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
No ego on that side of Hollywood, is there?
Because maybe they're just as good and we're wasting time.
Why can't you just admit it's over?
Some people are in it just for the art.
It's too complicated. It's like algebra. Why you gotta put numbers and letters together? Why can't you just go fuck yourself?
Hey now. Not everyone's going to enjoy this show. Settle in.
Yeah. We are back.
Everybody I know enjoys the show. I don't know what Doug's
Not everybody I know enjoys it, but if they watch it, I think they enjoy it. Is that fair?
Yeah, everybody except your mom, Big Trox. Oh
man, like instant mom disses. That's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna be dissing moms all day. Welcome back to the Mother's Day special.
You know why we're doing that?
Your mom's a hoe. Because your mom's a hoe.
This episode is dedicated to your hoe ass mama, and you know who you are. Hoe ass mama.
Exactly.
Dedicated to
your hoe ass mama is probably 71, just like this motherfucking episode.
Yeah, old ass hoe. Jesus Christ. Get out of here.
We start off strong. We don't even have the banner down, and we're already dissing hoe ass moms. Hell yeah, man. It's almost like we pre-recorded something before this. Anyway, y'all, welcome back.
I was watching, like, my YouTube feed will just pull up random ones because I got them on a playlist, and I was watching the episode where we interviewed Otis. And when he first comes on,
Garcia?
I'm sorry, James Garcia. Apologize.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going current.
Young Wicked.
When fucking right before we pull him on, Cotton is going on a rampage about Tom McDonald and our parents, and it is the funniest damn thing ever.
He was fired up that night.
He was so
fuck my
fired
mom
up.
and dad. Fuck Tom McDonald. Fuck real name rappers. Welcome James Garcia.
And then James Garcia came on and called me drunk.
Yeah, he called you. He said you were drinking way too much, bro. It's like he's definitely not drunk.
He's like, I'm drinking the right amount, buddy. Don't you worry about it.
I think the only guest that could have called you out for being drunk was Cut Calhoun, because you were definitely drunk during
He didn't know you. He probably just assumed you were like starstruck or something.
Even when I asked him a question, he didn't say anything to me. So no.
But your question wasn't really anything. You just like wanted to be heard for a minute. I don't remember what you said. It just seemed like it was sort of dumb.
It was something to the effect of like, what are the producers that you're going to be working with on this upcoming thing? And he was like, fuck your question.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I gotta rewatch that
bus or whatever.
Yo, have you ever like hooked up with chicks on your bus?
You were like doing like some Between Two Ferns.
I wasn't.
Really or more like those old Chris Farley interviews.
Yeah.
How was it like to be like in the Beatles? Cool, man. That's awesome. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Fuck both of you. I asked a legitimate question and I got fucking just nothing.
You got stonewalled by the man.
And then all
like
of you guys were just
gargoyle statue. He didn't realize you were actually a human.
How dare you?
So I've got a mug here that's getting perpetually warmer, and I'd like to put a little.
I'm just about done with this perpetually warm beer I was drinking, so let's get into the segment.
Hey, careful, man! There's a beverage here, huh?
Holy Christ! I gotta wait for you guys all day
this week.
I want to
go ahead.
Preface the remaining 8 to 9 months of this segment, not remaining, but the next. They're going to be very boring for me. Because I go right back to boring basic beer land. Oh, it's Bud Light, or tonight I went for the Blue Moon, brewed for the first time ever at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. But yeah, it's about to get real boring for me on these nights because I'm going to save my beer money for pumpkin again.
Yeah,
but I'm going to enjoy this
beer and try it. And then you try it and then see if you like it.
They don't have pick 6 places in the town that I live in.
Oh. What about
they're like, no, you have to buy them all, and they're upcharged for sure.
Aren't there places near your place of business that you can?
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. That's a lot of commitment.
Well, I was clearing out my cabinet.
I got a Blue Moon and a JDirty cup.
I enjoy Blue Moon. It's fine. I haven't had a Blue Moon in many years, but
that's okay.
Probably the last time I was with you
at opening day.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I had a Blue Moon. But
They're
hey, big
tasty.
ups.
I
Yeah.
had one last night.
I was going through my cabinet yesterday and found a cache of a few pumpkin beers left from the fall season. And so I pulled a few of them out. So tonight's beer, we're having a Howling Gourds pumpkin
Well,
ale.
wait, these aren't the ones you were saving, was it? You had like 3 or 4 you were saving aside for your boy, because I don't have that one. I thought that's on the list. Drink it, but
I don't
at
think
least
this
it's
is on the list.
It wasn't. Oh, that's a shit. That's your last one, huh?
This is almost worse than what I did.
Not almost. I
there's-
was like, no. I thought there was a few. Man, that first
No,
time I
there's-
got a package from you, I got so excited. I was like, this is that package, boy. And then it was not to me. Tell me how it is. I've never had that one.
I will.
Wow.
And I'll make sure
Did you
that I
have
have
another
another one upstairs for you.
Whew.
But for now,
Oh man,
I at
I
least
got
have
nervous.
a
Like, I quit the
pristine
show.
bottle.
No, that's
He said
beautiful.
he'll-
That's
he
the
said
Trader
he'll make
Joe's
sure
one.
he has another one. That means that he's going to go online tonight once we're done doing this show, and he's going to be like, "Where
I'm
the
gonna
fuck can I find this bottle?"
I tried last year. It's very hard.
I'm gonna do what that dude did with the murder dog for you.
So wait, are the other cache of beers that you found all one-offs as well that might have been from an old Texas
Most of them are 3 or 4 left.
of each?
Yes.
Oh, word. Then yeah, cache it away because I know you don't drink like you used to.
I drink a beer a week, and now that we're doing it on this show, I drink 2 beers a week. I drink one during
I'm gonna
the show.
send you a label so that we can get those out of your way, so you don't have to worry. We're gonna get those out of that house.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
This got all personal. What are you drinking?
I'm having a New Belgium Future Hop Voodoo Ranger IPA. Okay. Voodoo Ranger
Nice.
Future Hop IPA from New Belgium.
Ooh, that
I may have
looks
had one
good.
of these on the show before, but they're quite good. It's got.
I think you did, but that's okay. Hop it up.
Look at that can. It's so neat looking.
Oh, I do.
I
like
agree.
That.
I like the
It's got different blues in it.
looking skeleton.
Yeah, I'm a fan. That's all that's going on over here. Cheers, boys.
Hey, cheers.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
Goddamn beverage here. Okay.
There's always a goddamn beverage here.
There
How's
is
the Howling
always-
Gourds?
It's pretty flat.
It looks very flat.
It's pretty flat.
It's like a pumpkin juice.
It's not very good. If
I
I'm
wonder
gonna be-
if another one, since you've got more than one left, would be better. This doesn't make it better. I still need one.
Let's move on.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
was gonna
great. What
say,
else has
there's
been
a
going
cider
on?
of that too, Trox. Howling Gourds Trader Joe's has a pumpkin cider as
Is this a
well that you
cider?
might like
Maybe that's
better.
why it's flat. No, this is pumpkin ale.
Yeah, I'm just saying they also have a cider. Maybe you would have liked that one better. Because I got so excited. I went there this season and I found a whole wall of that and I grabbed it and I was about to pay for it. And I realized the fucking label said cider. I was like, wait a second, you changed it? He's like, no, there's both. Oh, fuck. Do you have the beer? He said no. That's big no. Yeah, so no worries. Sorry about your flat beer. My Blue Moon has got some nice head on it.
Yeah,
Blue Moon
I mean,
pumpkin
we're
is
doing
nice
okay
head.
over here with my Voodoo
Yeah.
Ranger.
You know what? I feel like you calling me out on that reaction was the best possible thing that could have happened.
No, and then it went flat on you, which was even funnier.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot.
Well, hey, do we got any dope ass shit to watch or talk about, or do you guys have some topics? And now I feel
You know
like we
what?
got
I
like
have
I
I
yelled
have
at
a-
my friend. I'm sorry.
I have
for
a
getting
fucking
serious.
whole bunch. I got a whole bunch, but I want to start real quick with a video that I teased on the Wednesday live show. That was sent in to us. I had already pulled it. It was like it popped up on one of my feeds, like top of the
And you
page.
said multiple people sent it.
And then 3 of our fans sent it in, and I was like, I responded to all of them, and I was like, yeah, you know the deal. So
you
check this out.
found it on your own and thought it was
Yeah.
great. Pulled it. All right.
And so after I had it reinforced by 3 people that watch the show on a weekly basis, I was like, yeah, this is definitely for the show.
This works.
Check this shit out.
Oh my god, dude, that party was so. Oh, I almost just kicked that rock. I'm not gonna fall.
No way. This guy's full of shit. That was set up like a motherfucker.
Put on for sure.
Yeah.
There's no way that's a put on.
There's no way that's real.
Dog,
Come
watch
on.
that again. So
I'm
he's filming
like
him
9 times.
walking out of the car doing nothing, and then all
He
of a sudden
busted
he
his
walks
shit.
directly on an ice patch and starts
Yeah.
skating it,
Oh my god, dude.
standing
that
up
party
for
was so-
minutes.
Oh,
And
I almost
he's
just
not
kicked
even
that
really
rock. I'm not gonna fall.
That's a put on his step.
No fucking way. Dude, there's no way. There are
The only thing is that his face until he does the running man, it looks legitimately scared. I don't know.
There
That's
are so
weird.
many
That's-
points in that where it looks like if he just makes a misstep, all of his teeth are gone. Like he's not doing that for fun. I feel
Play it
like
again.
that,
He's definitely
I'm
doing
having
it for
such
fun.
a hard time thinking it's real or fake.
It's absolutely fake. Look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. He knows that he might fall, but he's doing this intentionally.
Oh,
Look,
yeah,
okay, right
it's
there.
like professional wrestling.
Okay,
It's gonna hurt
so
when you
here's the
fall,
deal.
but you're putting on a show.
There was a couple of points there where if he was actually slipping on that ice, he got close enough to the edge of it to where he could have just like caught the edge and then his feet were like slowing down and he was stabilizing a little bit. There were a couple points he would have been able to
The
actually get off
video's
that shit.
hilarious.
And then he took another fucking step and then another 20 steps.
Yeah, the video's hilarious, but I
I'm
have a
sorry.
feeling
I love it.
There's parts that that was a wrestling clip for sure.
Give it to me one more time.
All right, Neil.
I love it.
Oh, I almost just kicked that rock. I'm not gonna fall.
Such a step. Right here.
why is it so funny to me?
And he could have stabilized again right there.
And why does he turn it into the treadmill? That's when I start thinking it's fake because he gets cocky.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. All right?
That's
It's
what I'm
funny.
saying. There were a couple spots he was like he could have jumped out of it. You know what's happening after 10 seconds of that. You're not like, whoa.
And the camera leading up to. Like, no one was in the car. They didn't just pull into the driveway. He was like, ready? All right, cool. Party, bro.
I'm not gonna. I almost tripped on a rock. I'm not gonna fall. And then,
Yeah.
whoa,
Hey, I got an idea. Pretend to trip on a rock first to show you're kind of loose on your feet.
Right. See? See? Man,
Fine.
these people out there, they think they can trick us. They think that they
No.
can put on.
You
a
better
show.
try harder, you fucking shitheads.
We're fucking on to you.
That's a
Okay.
compliment.
I'm not gonna be fooled easily. Okay. I'm a very smart person.
Now, does it take away from it being hilarious? Hell no. I
It does
started
not.
crying
It does
watching that
not.
the first time. That's fucking as funny as
I
shit.
enjoyed it.
It's still
I just
good.
deleted it though. We'll never see it again.
Play it.
It's like that.
It's like that. It's over.
It's like the
It's
howling
over.
words of the
You don't need to
collection.
play it again. It was good.
No,
Good.
but do you know what I
glad
did
everyone
want to
said it.
show you guys? Have I ever showed you guys a video with yoga balls in it?
Only twice.
Oh!
Holy shit.
You want that again?
Yo, I don't know. That's a lot.
Maybe not.
No,
That's
no,
their
no,
Maybe,
no,
yeah.
whole
no, no, no,
nose
no,
and-
no, for sure, for sure, for
That's
sure.
all their nose and jaws broken.
Yeah, it's toast.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
oh.
look
Like,
at
what
that.
was the? I asked this a lot from a parental standpoint, but what was the way it ended right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
that's
good.
the thing. Because
Like he shoots his buddy back into like the fucking rack of dumbbells.
But
Well,
even if it's back
now
onto
they
the
both-
mat, you still land on your back. Like it's still gonna hurt like a motherfucker no matter what. There's no
Like a
outcome where
toy
it doesn't hurt.
soldier. Fuck, man.
Man.
They wind up on their back.
So-
It's an
I
Eminem
like
line.
that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Dumb people deserve to get their jaws blown out, I think, because if you do shit like that, that's what happens. Like, I would never be in that situation that maybe that could happen. You know what I mean? Neither would either of you.
Oh man, dumb
You-
people deserve to get their jaws blown out. That's
By
the
their
quote of the
buddies'
episode.
fucking
Yeah.
faces.
If we
Yeah,
did
I don't know,
episode
that's-
titles, that would be the episode title for sure.
Ah,
That would be it.
It's like
I said,
it was like
I'll
this
never
guy.
be in a burger.
New boot goofing.
Goofing.
Yeah, those goose new boot teethin. I don't know. I lost that one, but like,
New
yeah,
teeth
they
goofing?
need help. As you can see, they need help.
They sure do.
As you can see, I need help.
I'm glad
love
you got
that
that
man
one ready
so
to
much.
go. That's good.
I love that guy. He's a good one.
That should always be
Yeah,
ready to
that's
go.
some jaw breaking fuckery, man. That was a lot. That was
I
not a
don't
put
want to
on.
get us too deep into videos right off rip.
No, that's
we'll do
okay.
Videos a little bit later, but you
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had the one.
You
and
could-
then I
you could-
went for the
You
two
could take us into me. We could make this about me for a minute if you
I
like.
would like to
Ugh.
make this about Troxy Cotton
No, he
because
said you can take it into me. I want to focus
I'm
on
not-
that phrase.
I said you could take this into me. So clearly
I'm
there's
sorry.
a lot of context there.
All right,
As we learned-
is this CDED or what is it
Go
called?
to-
we're not
Triple
doing
P?
CCEC.
No. Are you ever ready to play? Because you could play it.
No.
Play the
What?
intro.
Is that what
Play
we're doing?
Play
No,
the intro.
I wanted to talk about something completely different because
Oh, okay. I don't know what we're
this
doing.
this
I would
last
like to.
weekend we had to get together and we
Oh,
did a
you
little
don't
bit of
even
recording.
fucking want to go here. This is bad for you.
We did a little bit of recording this last weekend, and we
I'm gonna
finished
get
a
comfortable. You
couple
ladies look like you're about to fight.
more upcoming songs off of the new Big Dirty Cotton record that we've been working on.
Yeah.
It's coming together real nice, real nice.
Notepad has been very
Hard as
helpful.
fuck.
The notepad is definitely crucial, and I'm glad that I sent it to you, and I'm glad that you picked up on it right away. So that's good. So
I found it.
I get in the booth and I do a verse, and Cotton
The
records
amount of
me, and
information you leave out is hilarious. Keep going.
it's coming out really good, and everything sounds good. Levels are nice, tight, really good.
Yeah.
Cotton gets in there and he starts fucking with the microphone. It falls from the mount that it's sitting in, and he goes to put it back, and he's just fumbling around because he's a complete imbecile.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, and can't figure out how to get the microphone back in. Apparently, gets it all set up, and we start recording again and start recording his verse. And for some reason, the volume is just way off, and we're like, "What? Why are your levels so?" I said, "Okay, adjust the knob on the back. There's a you can change the decibels on the back. Adjust that, and turn that." So he does that, and I start
On the
messing
back
with the
of your
mixer.
microphone?
Yeah, it's like a little clicker,
A little knobby.
and so then I start adjusting the
Do I have that?
on the preamp,
Probably.
and I start turning up the microphone, and then I start fucking with that, and he keeps rapping. We get it.
You're going
turned
down
up-
the rabbit hole of fucking up your
Yeah.
settings, is what I'm hearing.
exactly. So I get the mic turned like 3/4 of the way up, like way fucking louder than it needs to be, just so I can get it to hear him.
And then you
We
plug the
get through his-
microphone cord back in.
We get through his entire verse. He records the entire verse, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get in there now and do the hook. I get in the microphone. First fucking thing I see is he put the microphone back in sideways. So the entire time he was spitting into the side of the fucking
Yeah,
microphone.
that doesn't work as well.
This
Was the
fucking
logo
guy.
on the side? Is that why it confused
Yes,
you? It
yes,
wasn't in
it
the
was.
front
The
like
logo
every
was
other?
facing out to the side, and this fucking guy is in there fumfering with it for a good 20
Fumfering.
minutes. Tells me, "I got it. It's fine. I'll make it work. Let's go. It's good." So I'm in there not 30 seconds and realize that this microphone is sideways, and Cotton just spit an entire verse into a sideways microphone.
So did you re-record it all?
Okay.
We
so-
deleted the whole fucking thing and redid it.
I
the
hope
next-
so.
No. Okay. So there's
All fill us
so
in the
much
details.
information that this fucking asshole left out. Here's number one. Number one.
I will break your shit,
I
dog.
will break your shit, dog. Number one, this was on Friday night, okay? And this was I had hit
You're
him
gonna
up
blame being
much.
intoxicated?
He is.
No, I'm not. I hit
You
him up
can't put
way
it in
early in the
straight when
day.
you're drunk.
I
That's
hit
usually
him
when I
up-
was best at your age.
I hit him up way the fuck early in the day and said, "Hey man, I'm gonna go out to work tonight, and then I'm gonna come over. What's the best time for me to come over so we can get this shit going right away?" Because Big Trox knows this about me more than any other people. I don't like going to places early. I don't like getting to a place
That's fine.
and then the thing that I'm there to do not starting for a while until after I get there. It feels like a big waste of time. and I resent everybody involved in that time.
So your brother, who gives you free place to record, that has a family to manage,
a free motherfucker! I paid for half of this studio too. This is our studio.
How much you been paying for that annual Avid subscription on Pro Tools, dog? You want me to send you the invoice?
You paying rent on that garage, mother trucker?
Get the fuck out of here. So
that's
listen,
just $400 a year, fam.
He says, okay, well, listen, I got these 2 fucking kids because I decided to do that at different points in my life. So I'm gonna put one of them down.
You don't have a dog watcher.
Yeah.
Buster.
So then he says, I'm gonna put one of them down to bed at 7:30, and then we should be good. 7:30, you'll be good. 7:30, don't worry. 7:30 is the time. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds great. I show up at like 7:33. As I'm pulling up at 7:33, there is a fucking car outside of his house, but it's not in his driveway. So I call him and be like, hey, can I park in your driveway? And I see the car just parked right out front there, and it's some car I don't recognize. And he's like, no, I don't know when my wife's gonna be home. Go park in the visitor spot. And I said, what's this car in front of your house? And he says, oh, that's our DoorDash. They showed up late. Okay, fucking great. So now I get up there, and now it is at least 30 to 45 minutes of me watching this motherfucker eat. Okay, so
this
I gotta watch
this
him
motherfucker.
eat.
This is your older brother. You're hanging out with your nieces, having a little quality time with your
yeah. And no. So I gotta watch this mother. I gotta watch all these motherfuckers. You brought,
or was it in his fridge?
I gotta watch all these motherfuckers.
He drank straight from my alcohol. He didn't bring no fucking nothing.
What do I gotta bring? I gotta bring my fucking myself, and my time is valuable. And I watched this motherfucker and 2 children that he decided to make at different points in his life all eat dinner for an hour before we fucking get down there. So we get down there, it's an hour later than I had originally anticipated. Okay.
So you're getting started at 8:30. You know how many sessions we had that started at 11?
I don't give a fuck what your sessions were. I'm talking about my session right now. This is my session. Okay.
What were you gonna do? Go back and sit in your room that you're in right now? Like by yourself?
I love how I'm being faulted because he wants to record early and I have children that I need to feed. My bad, homie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody asked you to do that. You just decided to go make kids twice. No, it's not a weird
argument. Different times?
And then
I'm gonna play this for I'll play this for your niece and I'll let her give you a text and tell her,
let her know I love her.
Well, let her know that Uncle Troxy Cotton fucking hates his nieces. There. Now
I love my nieces, they're great. But I'm saying
it's just inconvenient to you when you're trying to record.
It's just they made me record an hour later and I gotta start
my decision to have them and in turn make me record later.
You don't have them. They're not your children.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't my decision to do that, and that was your decision, and that's why I'm blaming you for all of it. Was
your decision to say I need to start at 7:30, and I said no. I want to put my kid to bed.
You what time it was? I said what time should I be there? And you said 7:30.
I said I'm putting my kid to bed at 7:30.
A lot of people don't have kids, and I know this. And if anyone's watching without kids, they think you have got a valid point. But to anyone watching with children, they know you're being an asshole because there's zero possible way you can ever determine what the kid's going to do. I've had to stop this show to go upstairs for 20 minutes to deal with some crazy children shit.
Okay.
There's just no way to determine.
So that's all number one. That's the important number one.
Okay, that's the most important. Though. What's the next one?
The night did not start when it was supposed to. So thereby, I am now more tired as the night goes on because I was anticipating that I was going to be doing my work.
This is all why you don't know how to put a microphone in straight? I forgot we deviated. This has nothing to do. You're an idiot. So when you're tired, you put your shirt on sideways because you don't know what you want to talk in?
We do a whole song. Everything works great. I believe I was in there
What
first.
What does that bandana look like when you put it on tight?
I left it in the car. So we did a whole...
You weren't filming the show.
You're goddamn right. So we do a whole song. Everything sounds great. It's all working. Then, when I get back,
dude.
Fuck you,
it wasn't. It kind of sucks. It sounded like
Big
shit,
Trox,
so that's why you went through that first 10
Big Trox goes into the booth for a little bit. He does his parts. Then I go back into the booth.
I'm great
for the next song.
I'm impeccable. I know how to spit into the
front. It was fantastic what you did. I loved it. But then after that, When I go back in there, all of a sudden the microphone's loose and the tape that's holding it together is falling off. Now, Big Trox was the last one in the
Well,
booth.
that's a funny
I
thing,
wasn't.
wanna tell
I
you.
wasn't in the booth right before I came in here, and the
This
tape
is not a
was
$1 million
loose.
operation. Curtain
So-
No,
call.
I never assumed it was.
So when the tape is loose,
Wait, is it the
and-
mic you're talking into right now?
No.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it is that mic. Oh yeah, so no, actually, so that makes it more his fault because he has to undo the tape that it's connected to every single week to then put it back in that thing and then
But
move it
it's
back up.
not
So that
more
tape,
his fault.
hold
It
on.
was
Yes,
fine when
so
he
the tape,
recorded it.
so the tape that he has been using
Such a
to
child
secure
with
that
your
microphone. Hold, please. The tape that he has been using to secure that microphone for some time has been wearing and tearing and fading with time. So that is also
During
his fault.
his verse?
Yeah, exactly. No, so exactly. When I get in there is when it starts to fall. And then when it falls, it disconnects, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm struggling in there. I'm in crisis mode. I'm trying to get it
This
fixed.
for everybody. We're not the studio is right over Troxel's right shoulder. It's not like you're in
Correct.
opposite parts of the mansion.
So I
Like,
just was trying to
The
get
mansion
it
is
connected.
limited.
But he didn't help.
Hey,
He didn't.
so
He
is
didn't
mine.
offer.
I'm not hating on
he
that. I'm just
He
saying
didn't
you're not
offer
far
any.
away.
He didn't offer any help when I was in there fumbling with this microphone, having trouble.
Which
He
he
was just
should
like,
have.
"You got it yet?
You don't.
You got
do
it
good
yet?"
Problem solving.
For
Like,
sure.
You're not a
He
good
should.
critical thinker.
You know, if he knows everything about this microphone and this tape, he should help. But
No,
The
he
thing is
should
that
have. But you can't blame him for you breaking or doing it wrong. You didn't break
And-
it.
no,
I
it
feel
is
like-
no. It is his fault for it breaking. I was the one who was trying to fix it in crisis mode, and then
crisis mode.
I
he
still,
says.
as being the consummate
Fucking
professional that I am, I finished the rest of my verse, got it to a point where we were both appreciating the way that it sounded before
Because
he
of
then
lack
got in
of
there to do
option,
his
though.
verse, and then he turned
Why'd
it,
you delete
and
it?
then, well, because
You
it
didn't.
wasn't
You
as
didn't
good
like
as
it.
it could have
Don't
been.
you?
So,
You
but here's the
found-
deal.
No, there's no deal. This
About
isn't a good
halfway
story.
through his verse, about halfway
Oh.
through Big Trox's last verse there, and this was the last thing we were doing for the night. We were doing multiple takes because he was really just
Yeah,
having
that's
a tough
because you
time
were
in
on
there.
like you had the fucking.
No, I mean
microphone
he was
volume
just
up
he
to
was in there.
9.
He was having just a bad time. He was like, I can't get it right. I hate myself. All this stuff, and he was really going through it. And then
He's
I
a
was
consummate
like, hey,
professional. He wanted it to sound good. I'm okay with that.
for sure. So then at that point, it was already late, and he was asking for more and more takes. And I said, no, fuck it. Just finish doing rough drafts of what you're doing.
Wait, you couldn't
We're
have
already
another
going to
30 for
re-record
another
all
hour?
of my shit. Fuck what you're doing right now. Finish it up so I can go home.
Wow.
And he did exactly that. And I really appreciated him because he listened to my emotional need in the moment. Because I was expressing to him like, hey, I'm frustrated. I can't do this right now. And he was like, fine, we'll do it, and we'll do it later. And then when we got back in the booth the next time, and he had made sure that the microphone was turned properly and the tape was secured right, everything was good for that second recording. So like, I appreciate the extra time that you put in, Big Trox, to make sure that second
I
recording
literally
went
was
smoothly.
like, got so bored with him talking. I was like, "Is my candle still lit?"
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, man!
I want to
You
apologize
just
to the
can't say
audience.
that you put a microphone in wrong. Like you don't know. how to,
Anybody out there that just sat through that horse shit, I apologize.
and I
fuck
accept
off.
your apology because I feel like one of the bored audience members right now.
Cotton obviously is a horrible
Hold
person.
on, guys, I'm getting a call.
and-
No,
Hello?
Oh,
no.
Hello?
His call's not
Hey!
real. It's not real.
His
It's upside
call's
down
No,
not
it's because
backwards.
my
real.
phone's
Guys,
backwards. That's why they
it's
couldn't hear
backwards.
me. I
It's
had to
not
turn
real.
it up.
You guys,
fucking
it's not
asshole.
real what he's doing. Fuck both of you guys. Okay. The truth
all right,
of the
so
matter
that,
is
that
Ah,
wraps
I'm
up
angry
this
with
week's
Trox.
edition of.
no,
That only
it's
gets
not.
because it's
that only
over,
gets
right?
an outro. That's
No,
that
no,
gets
no.
an
Over,
outro.
right?
That's
Okay,
the
No,
outro.
I was
no.
like, no fucking
No,
way.
No,
That's
no,
the
no,
outro.
no, no,
It's
no,
over.
no. I actually do have current events. but they're
That
Not
was
for this
last
week, you
night.
don't. We'll do
okay,
that.
fine. So then we won't make
You
it a
just
part
spent
of this.
20 minutes explaining why you were a piece of shit, so we're not going into that anymore.
All
But
right,
you
well
don't
then
know
why
what the
don't-
front
done.
of something is.
Go then, guys.
Yeah.
Just ask me how my weekend
What
was.
the
Just
front
ask me
of
that.
something is.
Just ask
We're
me
not
that.
doing
I
that.
feel like
game.
you're like institutionalized. You don't know what the
Jesus.
front of the back is. You just whatever it
me
is, you
about
turn
my
up the
weekend.
volume.
And he yells, "Ask me about my weekend." What are we
Jesus Christ.
doing here?
Ask me. Ask me
We
how it
just
was.
got told all about your weekend.
No,
hey,
you
all I
didn't.
want to know is your dog still with you?
Wow.
Yeah, she's the best.
Still alive?
She's doing great. Yeah.
Fuck
All right,
Love
I'm
her to
going
death.
to take us into this.
Bought her a new bed.
I got to get
yesterday
off of
'cause her other
Cotton.
bed
I got to
got all janked out. No.
I
Ask me
got to
how my
get
weekend
off
was,
of
really.
Cotton.
No,
I don't
really.
want to.
No,
We're going
really.
to talk about the Stern Show.
Just ask me.
Because this week,
How
on the
many
Stern
days long
Show-
was your weekend?
Thanks for the answer. This week on the Stern Show, it was probably the best
I love you
week
guys.
I've heard in maybe ever. I mean, it was
This week?
fucking.
They were on?
They were on this
So-
whole week?
They
Okay,
did live
so
shows this week?
That's
I
the other
tuned
thing.
in and it was Beetlejuice. I just thought it was an old show.
Dog. I went back and I listened to since our last episode. I listened to all of
You've
last
had a
week.
fuck ton of content, dog, since our last week.
Yeah.
I did all of last week.
'Cause
all of
real
this
quick,
week,
guys,
and
last
all of
week
wrap-up.
Troxel he missed a whole week of Stern shows, had no clue. That's like 12 to 14 hours of shows he didn't know
Yeah.
about. So
Probably something to do with
Just to
those
bring
kids.
people
Go
back.
ahead.
I got kids, and they make it so that I don't understand how microphones work.
Well, hey, other
Um,
people have kids and they can watch all the Stern shows. So what do you think about that?
So I got caught up on all the Stern shows, and
That's not a lie.
this
We
week
got a
was
lot of kick it.
absolutely
We
incredible,
got a
man.
lot,
Like
Craig.
the Billie Eilish interview.
Amazing.
I'm a huge. I've said on the show many times. I'm a huge Billie Eilish mark.
Big marks.
Like big fan of hers and her brother. And that interview was fucking phenomenal. The Ben
You guys
Affleck
gotta be
interview
so
was
pissed. He's
phenomenal.
like, God damn it, it's Phineas. Stop
Yeah,
calling me
it
and
is
her
Phineas.
brother. This is bullshit.
And
Phineas
I
is
make the
shit. And
beats.
he's responsible for 50% of the music. I mean, he
No,
really
I'm not
does.
hating on you at all. I don't even care enough to hate on you, but I'm glad that you like her.
Dude's mad dope. The Ben Affleck interview was good. The Neil Young interview was fine. I mean,
yeah, it was okay.
I like
didn't know
I
he
like
interviewed. Was that today?
yeah.
Oh, I'm still on the Ben Affleck. I was like, when the fuck did Neil Young come in? But word.
I like
was
when
today.
Howard interviews people that he's really interested in because he makes it like super interesting.
yeah.
But
Big time.
I'm not a big Neil Young guy, but interview was dope.
I like.
I
Iron
wanna
Man.
talk
One last
about-
week for the same reason.
I
I know what you want to talk
about
about, and I want to talk about it
fucking
too.
Yeah,
Beat man.
Rob.
Juice.
Oh.
Beetlejuice coming back
It's
onto
so
the show.
dope, dog. I was so happy. We heard Beetle, man, and he was
home.
great.
I was at home doing my dishes, listening to that interview, and when he opened up and said, "What have you been doing for the last 5 years?" and Beetle said, "Eating pussy."
What, 5 years?
No,
yeah.
he said, "Eating pussy" for 5 years. I was like, "This is the
Beats
best fuck."
It was fantastic.
I actually
I-
went back 3 times and listened to him because it was so fucking fun hearing
Hell
him
yeah.
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was clips because when he first came on, it's been 5 years. He's getting older. You know what I mean? And it's
He's 80.
Well, he's 70 years old. He almost. I thought it was an impressionist for the briefest
Me
moment.
too.
For
On that
like
first
10
line.
seconds, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
no, this is fucking Beat, man.
That's
He's
Beat.
here.
I had
You can't
the
fake
exact
Beat.
same reaction as you.
Like
Well,
you might be able to fake
at
Beat,
first, it did not sound like it.
It was like,
and I think
hey,
they could fake his voice. You know what I mean? But you can't fake the shit that he says.
No.
Like,
no.
10 seconds in, I'm like, this is Beetle. Absolutely. This is Beetle.
Only
Like,
Beetle says the shit that Beetle says.
I love that the
He's
bad
end,
as
I was like,
Kim.
do you really think he's getting laid? He's like, no, he's always making that up. And I'm like, well, I think back to that porno off Kazaa. But anyway, yeah, it was so dope seeing Beetle, man. I was not seeing him. I looked online. I can't even find a clip of it, actually, but it was
not
dope
up.
hearing it. Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
at it. It's just Ben Affleck shit. But
Yep.
yeah, dude, Beetle was back, man. He's not
It
dead.
was
He's good.
amazing.
I
It
hated to
was-
say I was glad to hear his mom died, and I know it's fucked up, but it was like she was keeping him from the show, so like maybe we'll hear him again. You know,
And they
like,
said that he looked better than ever, and he's in great
He's
shape.
sober?
And, yeah. Oh my god, he's my favorite person to listen to. And
yeah.
He's the-
I,
he's the
I
absolute
knew
best.
we'd be talking about Beetle this week because of that too. Hell yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I mean, we did our Whack Pack discussion a couple weeks back where we all unanimously
Voted on
said
Beetle?
Beetle is 100% the best. And then as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, here we go. This is just
Yep.
the best thing in my life. He said, yes, I have a pacemaker, and yes, I am alive.
Robin was a nurse. She's really smart at looking at you. Whatever he said was the funniest fucking thing. I laughed every time I heard it.
It's just the
Oh
best.
my god.
Yeah, man.
I
Hearing
need
Lester
to
Green was
re-listen to
great.
that. I need to re-listen to that for sure. That was something that they had played recently that I was wanting to bring up to you guys. It was like one of my favorite prank calls that I had heard in a long time, and I'm pretty sure it's an old one, but they had just replayed
He
it.
hasn't done anything new forever.
But it was the one where Richard calls into to a cooking show from the culinary
it's like
school.
they call him like an amazing chef.
Yeah, amazing French chef beat Le Jus. And and Richard drops a bunch of plates, and Beetle says, "I'm gonna kick your fucking ass."
He's like, "Hey, let me hand you this super amazing crystal gravy boat or something." Hell yeah!
And Beat's
And he
like,
drops
"That shit costs a lot of fucking money, motherfucker." Yum, 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 yum,
And he's like,
yum, yum, yum. It is the absolute best. So I had that in my head recently, and yeah, that's when I first heard
they
Beat.
played that a couple weeks ago on something.
And when he came on, I had that exact same reaction as you the other day. I was like, "Oh, they're just fucking with us. That's not Beat." And then 10 seconds in, I was like, "Oh my god, this is the best!" And I was just enthralled for the rest of the morning.
And Howard said, Gary approached me and said, "Hey, do you want to have Beat on the show?" And he's like, "Any day at any time. Yes, I want him on the show."
I don't understand how that. I heard how that was real. Like, why? Of course.
Yeah,
like I mean,
he gets carte blanche if he's like, I want to come do the show all day. Man. Like he's on the show.
Like Tan Mom's gonna have to hope to get picked up.
Right.
Well,
anybody else has to hope to get picked up, not Beetle, man. Like,
there's no other Rat Packer that they would have on during John Stamos and Gilbert Gottfried and like shit like that. Like
Chappelle and Duchovny.
That's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, Jeff the Drunk. Like once Jeff the Drunk with
years
Carly
ago.
Simon. Every other time it's Beat.
Yeah.
But that was to like make a gimmick and make them sing together to be funny.
Right.
Beetle was like there to like steal the show.
Enhance the show.
It's kind of like Eric with Diana DeGarmo and Kurt Angle. Like they brought them on for Eric. You know what I mean? We're like they just they're like, "Hey, you're Dave Chappelle. Beetlejuice is coming in," and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm a huge fan."
Like Hillary Clinton's in, Beetle calls in. I bet you they take Beetle, man. I'm dead serious.
They'd be like, "Hey,
Beetlejuice
on the phone. Hey,
who,
me?
Hey, she used to be the first lady, secretary, blah blah blah. Good for you. Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you. Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you.
Oh man, hell yeah! I knew we talked
That was
Beetle, and I'm
incredible.
so happy because Beetle made me I was so excited to hear him this week.
Man, I was having a shit ass morning. Like in all honesty, like I was just pissed off and cleaning my kitchen. Just like, fuck, man, today sucks. And as soon as I heard Beetle, it changed my entire mood for the whole day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Awesome.
That's why I'm only now on Ben Affleck because I legit started it over 3 different times because I just wanted to. It was so dope to hear him, so I completely understand. It made me so happy to listen to him.
That's fine. I'm definitely gonna re-listen. Yeah, it was fantastic.
It's worth it. And I had so many memories. Anyway, it's almost.
Well,
like
do you guys want to? Do you want to wrap up today's Stern Show wrap up show?
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it.
Wrap it up.
Don't you have a song to play for us or something? You fucking idiot asshole can't even set a schedule to fucking record. Go ahead.
Hello.
Wow, all of that because you don't know what the front of something
is. We really had a very nice session on Sunday. It was nice.
All right, JDirty, let's go into a song real quick. Tell us what song you selected this week, please.
Number 7.
He picked number 7. Now, the problem was the first time
I knew there'd be a problem.
Number 7, it pulled up 2 songs in a row that we played, and then 2 songs off of Troxy Cotton solo, and then 3 songs off of Misidentified, and so I started over.
What were the 2 Troxy Cotton songs?
iTunes, dog. This is the weirdest. Why Misidentified 3 times in a row? On random?
No, you didn't pick either of the Troxy
3 times
Cotton songs?
in 10 songs. So I backed up, I went forward, so I started over.
All right, what song do we have?
What we are playing
because I was trying to keep up. I don't know what number we're on. 13.
It doesn't matter. I said this to paint a little.
All right. You were vamping.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It
We're
doesn't
playing
really matter.
one of my favorite songs off of my second solo record that I put out. This is a song I did with my boy JDirty on my other side over here.
Lands on my solo record. We don't play it. Lands on Big Trox's solo record. Gets played. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get some more views.
And I was also wondering if you'd be interested in producing the show because I'm really busy with my fucking children. So,
I got 2 kids. I can't produce the show.
So tonight's song is called "Okay Great," and it's what I want to say to Troxy Cotton every time he opens his stupid fucking mouth.
This song was so dope, man. Like we played this live, I think maybe twice.
Yeah.
Once for sure at the release party when we released both of them, but twice maybe.
No, we played it again when we came back to the Shaggy show.
I've seen it at least 2 or 3 times.
I bet you twice is it, but this song's crazy dope.
I think it was the release party and the Shaggy show. I think were the 2 times we played this.
That was fun.
Yeah, honestly, because you left after the release party, right?
Yep.
Oh, as my daughter would say. Yeah, no, okay, great. It took me back to an old time for me. I was like, oh, when you left, that was sad. Wait for that track, folks. 2014. Anyway. Okay, great. It's crazy fresh. I enjoyed this. I got to diss a certain local venue, and that made me really fucking happy. I don't remember every part of Troxel's lyrics until it starts, and then I'll sing along. But I just remember the crowd loved the fuck out of this. Okay, great. We had everybody fucking going crazy at the marquee both times, and it was stupid fresh. And yeah, here's Okay Great off of There, and all the other reasons I hate you, or every other reason.
That's the name.
Oh, I was like, fuck, I can't remember. Yeah, Big Trox, Canonized Productions, Scrub Hop. Here we go. Okay, great.
That you wear affliction, that's my prediction. And plus your flow's nowhere as nice as mine, that's no decision. But cigarillos up the middle, long ways like division. And never stop spitting wins till I'm dead or in prison. Cause I'm the king of the block, they call you dude Big Trox. And with the gods I'm a box, knock them off your top. Cause the turf in a rock, you out your shoes and your socks. And line you all up in chalk, never again we gon' cross. Fuck boys, you can only fuck forever, that's what I say. Like a fist and gun, cause I'm biting RTJ. But never fear the styles on my own, no DJ. That means that I'm in charge of whatever songs we play. It's so ridiculous, tell your girlfriend to get with us. We all know she gon' dig this, the way she begging for dick pics. And now she all on my guest list, it's like she owning my business. I tell her, fuck up, forget it, cause you ain't even my friend. You ever know some asshole that's your job that you hate? Or some broad that's obsessed but you don't wanna date? You wanna tell him fuck off, but you know that you can't. So I got a new solution that'll help in this case. You say, okay, great. Okay, great. Say, okay, great. Okay, great. Say, okay, great. Okay, great. Just smile in the face and say, okay, great. First 2 gon' be twice as clever, 50 times better, because I'll teach the art of fuck off in ways you can't measure. Like saying have a nice day on sarcasm, no pleasure. We're flipping a double bird like fuck you man, it's whatever. Because I do what I want, I got that Cartman syndrome. Just like Howard would have been with the fart man skid flow. Looking like you had an accident, your sharp pants been shown. Time to get this party cracking starts when Big Trox says so. More cerebral than a cerebellum, that's what we'll tell him. He split some crazy shit that'll bust open your dome like a melon. And my vernacular's contracting verbs with rapping words we have to insert. Attracting girls that got the curves, cause that's preferred. First we say only so many ways in the span of a day that I could try to convey all the things that I would say when I look over at your face and bubble over with hate. Don't wanna make that mistake, I just say okay, great. You ever know some asshole at your job that you hate? Or some broad that's obsessed but you don't wanna date? You wanna tell him fuck off, but you know that you can't. So I got a new solution that'll help in this case. Just say okay, great. Okay, great. Say okay, great. Okay, great. Say okay, great. Okay, great. Just Just smile in their face and say, okay, great.
Now I'm that ill rhyme spitter, dropping bombs from the birds. I moved up out of ghetto, got a garage place that I can record words. I'm not the one to hold back, so I built me a booth. I'll take a minute on a stupid Trox to tell you all. And you don't have to like the dirty one, you can fuck yourself. At the end of the day, I'm only worried about myself. Well, when it comes to the opinion of a stranger, I ain't phased. I'll mess with people's minds over that stupid shit they say. You regret your tattoos, do your parents even care? You're getting skinny, are you sick? Is that why you have no hair? I tell him, yeah, my dad hates my ink, he's sad about my chemo. Mom lost the house on one-handed keno. And then my dog died on my birthday, so I'm on a hunger strike. And once they're feeling bad and think we're friends, that's when I'll start the fight. I'll change my whole demeanor, I get right into the grill. I'm like, you don't fucking matter, homie, on the road.
You ever know some asshole at your job that you hate? Or some broad that's obsessed but you don't want to date? You want to tell him fuck off but you know that you can't. So I got a new solution that'll help in this case. Just say okay, great. Okay, great. Say okay, great. Okay, great. Say okay, great. Okay, great. Just smile in their face and say okay, great.
Holy fuck. Oh!
That's what happens when cousins fuck. Jesus Christ.
Not every time. Not every time. Don't say that.
What? Usually it just looks like you? Wow, man. That guy got fucking launched right into the, like, I don't even know, man. I don't feel bad. What was that thing earlier with the yoga balls and the guy's jaw busting his homie's face or something? Like, that's the same shit. You got to expect horrendous things to happen when you do dumb shit.
What did you say? Dumb people deserve to get their jaws blown out?
Thank you. Now it's
Thank
real.
you.
Now that it got brought back, now it's here. I forgot what I said, but yes.
I got to pull that drop.
I guarantee you that guy's jaw got blown out because he's a dumb person.
Holy fuck.
Or that was his
He's a
brother,
dumb
and he was
person.
pissed that he was fucking the sister and not him because they had a thing going on. So instead of launching him to the left, he brought him right into the right.
Wow.
End of story.
Wow, it's a cousin
That's an
fucking and
incest joke.
sister fucking going on out there.
A lot.
Bottom line is, I'm pretty sure if you do something like that, you're banging your family. That's what I'm trying to get to. Sorry. These are facts on Scrub Hop Talk.
You
And
know,
you
we
two got
cover
oddly
everything
uncomfortable.
here. We cover everything here from banging your family to what's been going on in my weekend. Hey, does anyone want to ask me how my weekend's been?
I was trying to find a something on the soundboard that fit with banging my family, and all I could come up with was this.
All it took was a fat chronic blunt.
That's fair. I mean, if you can't find the right clip, find that clip.
Yeah, then that is usually all it takes. That's all it took.
Yeah, if you can't get the home run, swing for the fences. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That was what's up, man. No, that track was awesome. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I haven't heard it in its studio version in quite a long time, so that was crazy fresh.
We have played
dropped
that
some
more
hot
than
bars.
twice. I dropped
some crazy bars.
Thank you.
I was complimenting you. You look like you're like, what'd you say?
What?
We
You
played
hated
that on
my
the show
song?
before or played it live?
No, I was gonna say we played that, I think, multiple times. Like I feel like we
Really?
played that every show. Yeah, every show that we've done together since I moved here.
Since that album came out,
And
yeah.
we discussed both of them.
Is that only two? We've only played
Bro,
two
like-
shows
No.
in the last 7 years.
No, stop it.
Together with me and you, it's been very limited. Rapping for Dummies, and that was the same night this came out, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Shaggy Show.
Mm-hmm.
You came back for more shows than that.
I came back. Yeah, I came back for
Did you
another
come back
one.
for Andre Nicotina? No, that you lived here. You came back for Dale
He
the
was
Funky
coming back
Homo
for-
Sapien, right?
Yep, I came back
He
for
was
that.
coming back for shows when I still lived there.
But
So
we
before
only
I
had
came
15
out here,
minutes that night. We might not have done that.
The first 2 years that I lived here, I came back for shows like every other month. I feel like I was back there a
You
lot.
did?
I was
Definitely
back
not
there a
that
lot.
much.
Yeah. Oh, it was like once a week. I was there for a show.
I don't think you moved for the first 2 years you moved.
You're so stupid.
No, however many times we played it, that song goes live or goes hard live. Everybody loves it. I love it. That's dope.
That
a
song
great
I
goes
do
harder
remember
than me on a Snickers bar. Okay.
I remember dissing the Roxy at the Rapping for Dummies release or the their release party. Got a huge pop and a huge laugh, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hell
yeah, and then they started putting us on a lot of shows there, and it felt weird. But I think
But
no,
you still
never
diss
mind.
them, right?
Well, if we do that song, we would certainly not change the words, but I don't think we've ever done that song there. But that would have been dope if we did.
We would
That would've been
certainly
awesome.
not change the words.
I was gonna say I don't know how many of those shows Big Trox came back for. I think
I don't
did
think
a
he's
few of
ever
those.
played the Roxy with me. Other than
I
you
I
need
did
to
like
bully them.
I did at least
No,
2 or 3 of those joints at the Roxy with you, and that was
I
good.
think
Yeah.
I've done 2 shows there. Ever.
What's so I've done solo shows there. It's so weird how many times I've actually performed there, and like you've done hardly any of them with me, Trox.
I filmed you doing the freestyle battle there, so there was.
Why were
it
you
was
filming it?
just?
I didn't know you were the one who filmed that. Thanks for filming that.
It was me and probably I think Ben was there as well.
No,
Ben.
he's a weirdo.
Yep.
Yeah, bottom line is I dissed him on that song, and then ultimately we played a fuck ton of concerts there.
Listen, the point I'm trying to make is bottom line. Does anyone want to ask me about my weekend?
Nah.
Just ask me.
Well, what happened?
Hold on. Let's just. I got to take this in slow. Okay, watch. It's these 2 people.
Trox, turn your microphone around. You sound like it's in there sideways. I can barely hear you.
I'm leaning over here. That's.
I'm like, I'm not even being funny. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I hate both of you guys so much.
I was leaning into the sound.
But I couldn't hear him. I'm like, this is weird.
Could have done that. All right, check this out.
It was really fucking weird. It's like what's going on?
Especially for the episode that I'm giving Cotton shit for not knowing how to
I'm
use
like,
a
what is
microphone.
happening? All right, what's going on there? Whoa, was that a big gulp?
That's a 2-liter.
Oh, is this
Who
like
did that?
if you order a Juggalo concert on Wish?
Wait a second.
Oh, it
Imagine-
fell
somebody
off the
dropped
shelf
that.
and popped.
and he moved. Look at this. He sees it coming behind him, moves out of the way ever so slightly, and it smashes into the plexiglass right in front of him. Like if that
Wow.
thing
Not
hadn't
get hit
moved,
by
that
that?
would have smashed.
No,
him in
he
the
moved
fucking
after
face.
it hit the plexiglass. Watch it in slow motion.
I thought we just did.
I know.
Was that guy grabbing that
Whoa.
2-liter when it happened?
He was
He
getting
turns,
one of
he
those
looks, and he-
sandwiches that's like ready and fresh for 4 weeks.
Oh, you might be
Look,
right.
he's leaning back. I don't know.
yeah, the 2
Yeah,
liters
it
already
hit,
at-
and
it's already
then
at
He
the
didn't move.
plexiglass.
He didn't move out of the way at all. He got lucky as fuck. They both. did.
Everyone did because if COVID wasn't a thing, that bitch just got her fucking dumb person jaw blown out. You know what I'm saying? Because that fucking 2-liter would have plowed her in the face. I swear to God. I swear, man. Like that would have been the end of her shift. That shell would have been
Oh, got
unoccupied.
her dumb person jaw blown off. Jesus Christ! You just killed Cotton.
But think about that though, man. That safety shield that's not saving any germs
Holy shit!
saved her life, or at least her
That's
face.
insane. That was.
And she's
insane.
working the midnight shift at Shell, so technically her face is probably the moneymaker. Like things aren't going well.
All right, what else do I want to show you?
It's my
Because you-
interpretation of that video.
Dumb person job. You piece
Not
of
dumb
shit.
person job. I'm not hating on her having a job.
Here, this one's fucking crazy too. This is another one where it was
Saying
like
she didn't invest properly early in life to be there.
that's true. This one is another one where it's like timing is everything, and it's like if just watch this.
Oh, he's shitting on the floor.
DJ Khaled.
Look at that.
Oh shit. Wow.
He did like a quick little high step
after the car hit. Did he get out of the way at all?
Imagine if he didn't fucking look up from his phone and didn't do that little high step. That dude's
What was he like?
toast.
Was he trying to buy a bong, a medieval sword, or
Yeah,
a Kia?
no, that's a
All of
long medieval sword store, dog. You never been to one of those?
You know, they have those in the mall. I'm pretty sure that's
This is
in the
like,
Aurora
I was gonna
Mall.
say, this is on the first floor of the Aurora Mall, which
I think this video was taken at the Aurora Mall, if I'm not mistaken.
Play it again. Let's watch that car come in. They thought that like metal grate.
No
in
way.
the
Look
thing
at
was supposed
he
to
sees
stop
the car.
somebody.
Look, he sees the car. His feet still have not moved. Boosh does a quick little jump. And
do you imagine he was like, ah? Like, look at the way he skipped out of the way.
Definitely.
Like, he definitely squealed. Like, he didn't
like,
even
"What?"
like, yell.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
But when he's talking to home dude over here, he's looking up and he's like, "What? What'd you say to me, dog?"
No, he's not. He's like, what's your Tinder profile? What is it? Capital?
Ah!
Oh, shit. Is the O
That's
in
amazing.
Andy's butthole a 0 or an O? He's like, oh, it's a 10.
Get
Fuck,
outta here.
man. This is great. I love our show. That
right,
was
why
not
don't
a
we-
put on. That was very real.
That was real.
You don't think that was a put on?
I just love they had like those
Put
hood
on.
store-
He
they had
planned
those
to
hood
drive the
store
car through
bars.
that store. Planned.
Those
Somebody
bars,
did.
you know, like that hood stores put in to keep people out. Those don't do shit when you got a fucking a car, you know.
A Nissan
Yeah.
Sentra.
Kindergarten cop
Even
preference.
just a little Prius.
Yeah.
Tear through
Not,
that shit.
not,
Spaceship,
what did
dog.
she say? Not so
You're
tough
not so
without your
tough
car,
without
are
your
you?
car.
We need that as a
Damien,
drop.
get him. Your father's here. Fuck yeah, man. Why was his name Damien? That's fucked up. You guys told me that means Satan. Anyway,
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
I
Go
don't
ahead.
care.
How was your weekend?
Yep.
What's going on over there? Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's in the fucking box?
Not till you give me the gun.
All right, boys. Here we go. Got my new hat.
Oh,
Is
that's
that an
fucking
original
ill.
Jamoski?
It is. Got my new
Jamoski.
Gmo hat. They sold out the first round, but your boy got on the second. These
Dang.
headphones, I gotta get Bluetooth. Pretty sure they told me they were out and they're getting them for Christmas, but we'll more on that later.
More on that in the new year.
More on that in about 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure. Or those headphones I went and ordered. I don't know. Maybe they can't. Hey guys. Oh, okay. So it's going on. Anyway, got my new Gmo hat, so very much excited. But that is not at
Shouts.
all what tonight is involved, or the what's in the box. But I do need to ask Trox. Do you have anything before I delve into my
Before you
extravaganza?
dump in? No, I'm ready
Yeah,
for
but
you.
I'm
No.
gonna go
I-
jump off.
I didn't pull anything for tonight because I was so excited to feel your dump off.
Oh man,
I got plenty of stuff in my box this weekend. Do you guys want
Like
to
I'm
hear about
coming
it?
every time I lift weights. What'd you say?
Fuck off.
What did you get? What's in your box? Because I know it's not some chick.
He offered to talk about his weekend.
Oh, never mind.
To say whatever you were gonna say, asshole.
Yeah, I will. So I will go on with my what's in the box. Because yes, I got my Gmo hat. Crazy excited. However, I don't want to wear it this whole thing. I just wanted to show it off in a fresh way. But he has now put out four different of these like hunter style. I don't know what you call these Elmer Fudd style hats. I don't know what this is called. But
Sure,
it's
we'll
the
go Elmer
Gmo
Fudd
hat.
hat.
He puts it out.
Raccoon
he's put
hat.
a few out. This is now my fourth one, so I've got all the Gmo hats. So that makes me excited. That I collect that weird shit and everything. But
Shouts
this
Gmo.
week, what'd you say?
Shouts Gmo.
Shouts Gmo. He said he doesn't do interviews, but he does hope we have success.
I love him.
Which I took as a fuck you. Anyways,
that is like a big go fuck yourself.
yeah, I read it. However, on that new record that I came out with that hat at the same time, he's like talks about how he hates doing interviews with anybody, so don't take it personal. I was like, oh my god,
he did say that. He did say that on the record.
I heard
And
that, and I was
I
like,
haven't
okay,
seen
he
him
wasn't
do
lying.
any interviews.
And you got a response. I sent him a nice long email asking if he wanted to do the show, and I never heard from him again.
You know what? Delving into Gmo very quickly. He always references back, not the show in Fort Collins where you and I met him, Trox, but he references the show I did with your brother, Little Trox, and the Dick in the Box, because he headlined that show. No, Otis, Young Wicked headline.
Young Wicked was
Gmo was right
that,
behind him.
That was
right
at the
before
Roxy.
right before they introduced him on M&E. But he references us with the Dick in the Box set because, that was
so
fucking killer ass hilarious shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, delving back to something we've discussed before. So this week's What's in the Box is a super fucking awesome, flavorful cassette tape because I, as we've established, am stuck very far in the future. I have been looking for this certain cassette tape for quite some time. And I didn't say I lost one recently because I saw it. And when I went to ask about it, it had already sold. And they're like, oh, that sold for 60 euros. It's like, fuck, man, that's whack.
Is
so
that like $900?
No, it's like
$100. Oh.
No. It's cheaper.
Okay.
And anyway, I was so bummed. I'm like, hey, it's all good. I don't think I had that many euros to send you for that because I didn't want it that bad, but I want it. So in part of my Death Row tape collection, I could have showed this off at the old spot. Right now, it's still in boxes. I have not broken it up till the basement's finished, so it'll be a minute. But I collect the Death Row cassettes. I'm sure you both knew that, especially Big Trox. Well, the one I finally got a Death Row cassette, and it marks the only time ever that, in fact, Warren G has come out on Death Row Records. I remember that time I was like, you guys,
Death Row's Warren G.
It's a stupid reference. You guys always use Warren G when I say I'm obsessed with Death Row, and it pisses me off because it's like he was never on Death Row. But even at that time,
then why do we call him Death Row's Warren G?
You do. I don't.
Explain to us why we call him that.
The only time ever is the Regulate single. And I finally fucking acquired one.
Okay.
That's wild.
That's off the Above the Rim soundtrack?
It's the single from the Above the Rim soundtrack. Now, this is another one of those kind of like that Blaze CD where I got stupid fucking lucky on buying a big lot, and then this was just in it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a surprise this time. So I saw a guy on Marketplace because I have like flags set up for like rap tapes, juggalo tapes. I have all these keywords that I get like notifications for, you know what I mean? It's something, somebody put something up.
I'm tracking.
And at this point, it's pretty much when I open my phone, like everything's for sale. Just go fucking look at Marketplace. Because I've got so many goddamn like trigger words or whatever. But so I got rap tapes and I opened it and it was 75 singles. That's what these are called. The like the cassette singles that are in the sleeves. 75 for $70 shipped. I'm like, well, this could be interesting. So I fucking opened it and I looked at the ad, and in the bottom right corner, like 2 rows up, was the fucking Warren G single sitting there. And I wrote the guy like, is everything in there? Every case has that tape. He's like, yeah, and almost all of them are in like amazing condition. So I didn't want to be like, you mean the Warren G is for surely in there, right? Like, because I didn't want to put any eyes on it.
Like, which tape? And do I need to look up the value of this one?
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, man, I wonder why. And so no, but he said, yeah, they're all there. Man, half of them I'm keeping, and the other half I'm selling at $5 a piece, and I've already pretty much gotten rid of all of them.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
There is fucking TLC in that bitch. There is like old school. Every Coolio single that ever dropped is in there. Fresh Prince singles. I'm like, man, the little tape lover's dream. So I pretty much got them all for free. And I got this one tape. And so all that being said, I posted this on my tape forum, like, hey, peep out what I got. And of course, I'm quickly like sent links to places I could have found it like for, $10-15. So still cheap, which I would have. But on the same note, I had somebody like, does it have Pain on it? The fuck is Pain? And I like looked at the actual soundtrack, and that's a Tupac song. Well, the European version of this tape had a Tupac song on it on the B side. Well, I said no, and within 10 minutes, man, this guy hits me up and is sending it to me for Scott ass free because he was like, "Man, that's dope. You collect Tupac tape or Death Row tapes? I don't anymore. You look like you'll enjoy this. So I've got the European version of this bitch coming to my house." He didn't even want shipping.
Damn.
I'm like, well, to my PO box, not sending my house.
What circles are you running in?
I'm
just like, you can just have this tape.
It's like, man, it was weird. It sometimes happens, and I've given people shit before too. It's just, I don't want to sound all juggalo on you, but everyone writes on there, the carnival provides, and I believe that shit, man. You put good out, you'll get good back. That's what I'm saying. So that's my what's in the box this week.
Man,
I'm crazy, stupid,
I
excited.
stopped collecting shit so long ago that like I'm just so out of it. The only thing
And
I
it's
collect
weird.
are
I'm
hats
so
and vinyl
into
records.
it still. Well, yeah, it blows my mind that you're back in, or that you're into vinyl records, but I love it because that means you're back to collecting physical music, and that means we have something that we can like have over, the country.
We can share everything.
You guys can jerk off to each other.
Oh, I love fucking holding physical media. I don't give a shit. Hats and toys and CDs and vinyls, they make me happy.
Me too.
Fuck you all. Like, if you don't like it, I know y'all are down.
Yeah,
that's been this week.
Yeah,
What's going on over there? Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Jizz.
I like looked over at my tape while that was playing, like all happy.
What's
like,
fucking
real
box?
quick, check that out. See this right here? It's not fucking crushed. It's not destroyed. I would have been so upset if that had gone off and been destroyed. That's all.
And like that's the thing, is you still would have made all of your money back and then some on that box that you got, but it's like, hey, you're trying to get that fucking thing.
So what's funny is he had him in there, and I got 30 more seconds and I'm done. He had them all up so they all look like this. So I was pulling them out like 4 at a time, like just like going through it. And it was like one of the last stacks I grabbed, probably like the last 6 or 7 tapes. And I'm like, this motherfucker, it's not in the goddamn box. But it was, so I was
like, anything I'm liking in there that you're not feeling, send it my way.
I'll show you. I'll let you know. But like, I mean, you don't have a CD player. I can't imagine your tape deck is alive and well. Where mine is literally right there, and it's fully functional, baby.
Wow. And do you listen to these tapes?
Oh, I have not opened these yet, but I told the dude, I was like, I am so pumped up to fucking go down. Like my next night off, if I'm not working on our shit, I'm gonna fucking throw shit in there, and I can't wait to listen to it.
You're like, I couldn't write a new BDC song because I was listening to the TLC single.
Which one? I got, and they're not like no scrubs. They're not even late. They're like, man, we should go back into this thing.
I got fucking Red Light Special, dog.
I do. I got Red Light Special, dog. No bullshit. I'm so geek.
I didn't think
have
you were.
the CD. It's not like
You
I
said
can't
that
listen
exactly like Big Trox just said it, but with more enthusiasm. You were like, "No, I do. No, I do have big Red Light Special, dog."
None of the TLCs got put in the sell pile. Those were all in the. Oh, this is getting kept. I love TLC.
I fuck with TLC heavy, bro.
Woo! Anyway, that's my.
I'm all about that. I'm all about the TLC.
I'm glad we saw what's in your box.
Beer. Thanks for indulging me, fellas.
It's
that
fine.
Was really
Does anybody
good.
want to indulge me and ask me about my weekend? Or
sure, yeah. Why don't we talk to you about your weekend?
What do you have a question about it?
I watched a documentary about the weekend.
I watched half a documentary this week, and I'd like to talk about my half a documentary. Fucking clown on my underside.
Man, that's really making me laugh.
Will. You know what, Cotton? I feel like I've shit on you 1, 2, 3 times tonight. So I'll let you start on the Netflix segment.
What's new on television?
You blow this show, you are out of the group.
I'll start it. Listen to me, guys. I don't know if anybody has ever talked about this on this show or any other show before, but there is a series on HBO called Music Box, and on that series, they have multiple documentaries, and one of them is about Woodstock 99. Whoo, boy, JDirty, you watch it yet? Oh, he left. But
great.
It was really fucking good. I finished.
Wait a minute.
Go
Are
ahead.
you making a joke, or is it another documentary about
No, it's the
Woodstock
same
99?
fucking one.
No.
What is Music Box then? That's a
Well, that's the
subgenre on
name.
Netflix.
No. So
It's
that's the
series.
name of the HBO's music documentary series. It's called Music Box.
Wait,
It's
that's what.
produced and
Because I
created
couldn't
by
watch it till I had
what's
HBO
his name?
Max.
Bill
I'm
Simmons.
back.
Bill Simmons, the
Okay.
sports guy. Yeah. He's
So
the
what
one
other
who
music
produces
things
it.
did they do?
They did the Woodstock 99 one, which I did finish. I know a week ago we talked about me having started it. It was great. I finished it, loved it. They also did one on Alanis Morissette doing the creating Jagged Little Pill, the album, as well as going on the Jagged Little Pill tour. And it was fantastic.
That documentary is
Absolutely
fucking
loved
great.
it.
It's really, really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And the guy, like, she was always surrounded by guys that were, her band
Pouring
members.
it up?
And yes,
time
and
pouring it up,
so they kind of talked about it on the Stern Show, and
That's how I know about it. But
debauchery that they talk about in this documentary is fucking astounding. And Alanis is just like,
it seems ridiculous because I mean specifically just
is
like
Alanis a stage name?
That's her birth name.
that's her birthday.
But like a lot
That's
of
all I
what
have to
she
add. I
was
don't
coming
know.
out for at the time was like
She's
female
gay?
empowerment and women being, she could be, but like women being as strong and all of these things. And then she had a band of dudes that were just like banging random chicks left and right,
and like pulling like dozens of chicks and just like
a night. Like it was ridiculous.
It's fucking crazy.
But so that was great.
The documentary
But
is great. It's really good.
The third documentary that I watched, also on HBO in this same series, is DMX, Don't Try to Understand. And so this was filming DMX when he got out of prison in the beginning of 2019, and he was starting a new tour. And the thought of this documentary at the time was that this is just going to be documenting his rise after he gets out of prison and into this
His like rebirth of his career.
Exactly. And that was sort of the idea of it. And it really does play like that, but you're watching it the whole time knowing, of course, that DMX died earlier this year. And,
do they lead on that they knew he was gonna die?
There are implications that his health is not in the best spot. But other than that, no, not really.
No, there's a drug overdose.
Yeah, so I mean that's they talk about his.
But no, I thought they were saying. I thought I heard he was like unhealthy for a long time or something. Also,
he was, but the talks of his problems with drugs are kind of prevalent there towards the end of the documentary. But it doesn't like end. I don't want to spoil it, but it's not like a
we know
hospital.
the ending.
It's not like a hospital documentary.
I'm trying to be a dick here, but like spoiled.
He never goes to the doctor in the documentary, or he never is like in the hospital or anything like that. But you're watching it with that knowledge the whole time. It was
crazy.
I got it to like the way that it ended. A lot of just the messaging and the things that he was saying throughout, really fucking good. Like I thoroughly enjoyed the Alanis and the Woodstock documentaries. DMX was by far my favorite and the one that made me the most emotional. Like by the end of it, I was like choked up. It really,
like
really
you said, knowing he's dead by during all this, when he's like, "This is gonna be great. I'm coming back." I'm assuming.
Yeah, but it's some of that, but it's also just watching him interact with his family and like talking, like hearing him talk about his life and his faith and like all of these things that you're just like, fuck, man. Like there was still so much there, and it's really crazy to watch. So yeah. Everybody should check if you're a fan of hip hop or just a fan of pop culture at all. I mean, DMX is like
the one reason I've seen a screenshot from that documentary. Do you have any idea why that would be Cotton?
No.
There was one little part in there that would have brought my eye right to the screen, and I haven't seen it yet. But apparently on this tour, the tour they're documenting, at one of the venues he's playing, on the left side it's DMX, and on the right side it says Insane Clown Posse. They were playing the same venue like the 2 nights away from each other, And
That's so funny.
And I've seen that people are like, "Hey, checking out the DMX video. Check out this ICP mention or citing." You know what I mean?
I didn't even catch it at all. That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, dude. It don't matter how old I get, I'm stuck on those little petty details. But I was like, that's all I've seen from the documentary. But big ups to that. I do want to see it. It sounds dope. Everything I've heard is dope, and it sounds
really,
sad as
really
fuck
good
when you know the ending.
Yeah, and that's it plays that way the whole time. But real good. All of those Music Box documentaries were dope. Also on HBO, you got Succession season finale just dropped this past week. It was fucking crazy good, crazy good.
I think that's the best show on TV.
I'm gonna go to that here soon.
Man,
I think that's the best show on TV
for best show, like best written drama in years
for sure.
It's so
best
good.
Dialogue. Fucking, it's so good. I finished that finale and I was just like, Jesus Christ, there's nothing better on TV. I haven't seen a movie like that show on HBO.
Okay,
yeah, dog. All the Kendall shit in this finale was fucking incredible.
It was incredible.
That dude should win awards and all that shit. It's great. But yeah, HBO's killing it. Basically, everything.
I finally watched Dexter. Does that count? I haven't seen Succession, but I've been watching Dexter go crazy.
Take us to it.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
We might need to.
I got to put up the banner
because
let's spend 5 minutes on Dexter because I'm finally caught up and I was very afraid that it was gonna suck. When it came back, I was like, it's gonna be whack. It's gonna be trying too hard. They ended so poorly. They know we're pissed. They're gonna
the ending was
desperate.
Horrible.
The ending was terrible, but it turned out the ending was great because all it did was start a brand new version of this show, which is amazing in my opinion. Fucking Harrison, Dexter's son, is back, and that motherfucker might be possibly turning into a worse person than his father. And I cannot wait.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm sorry that I speculated that the murderer was going to be the propane guy.
Yeah, you were close.
They led me to believe that, and then he just disappeared. I assume he'll be back, but the dude who is the psychopath has got to be the greatest villain they've had yet because I love
an interesting
him
character.
So much as an actor that I am so excited it's him. Like when John Lithgow came in, I'm like, Third Rock from the Sun? I never knew that dude to be crazy. When the guard from Shawshank became the fucking villain in Dexter.
That's who the fuck
you know how God...
thank you.
Oh,
I can't remember what he was from.
He was going to throw Dufresne off the fucking roof, dog. And that's he's the voice on SpongeBob. That guy is on everything.
Wow. I forgot that's what he was
Krabby,
from.
or whatever the fucking name is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mr. Krabs.
That dude is so dope, and he's the greatest villain. He's shaping because he's so unstable. I love him.
That bitch in the face, and then
started
it wasn't supposed to be like this. I was like, my mind was blown. That was.
Does he have a collection of like mummified dead chicks from over the years? Because he obviously has all those girls on the missing wall, minus a couple.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man? And then he tried to make that girl's face out of like plaster.
Yeah,
and like
that was
then
weird.
He got mad and just caved her face in with his fist. Like this, he is.
What was
so
that
good.
all about? Yeah, he starts. He like didn't get her.
He's
face
like
right,
me, one to rock, one to stock.
Destroyed the rest of her face. Like when that was happening, I was like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Love that fucking show.
Yeah, when the first time they showed him embalming the chick, like putting the fluid in and draining the blood out, I'm like, all right, this is weird. Now we're like, oh, he's got a bunch.
Yeah,
and they're gonna find him. Or they're gonna
find
him.
Not only, but also like the situation that they had on that last episode with the podcast lady. The fact that they're bringing in like that type of culture into Dexter,
they had to.
True crime podcasts are so pervasive now, like they're everywhere in pop culture, and the fact that they're bringing that in as a part of this show and like interweaving it in the plot, fucking love it.
The thing I like about her is her podcasts are the way we as the viewers always talked about Dexter.
100%.
Like earlier, we're like, how fucked up is this kid gonna be? He's raised in blood or watched his mom die. Like I view her character as us from the first 6 seasons. Is how I think that's who she is to me. I love it, man. I fucking love it. It's so dope.
And when Dexter busted down into the hatch, like to go down into the room
he
where
was like, I gotta see what kind of psychopath you are.
And he immediately walked in and he's like, oh, yeah, cameras, and there's a lock on the inside, on the out. Yeah, like, this shit is fucking wild, dog.
It's
and I think
up and it's so exciting.
I think he's definitely going to be the best. He's going to be the best villain since Trinity. You're right, for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I love that it's Dexter and he has killed one person and I am still completely obsessed with it. Like that's never been the
sloppy as fuck. He was sloppy during the murder. He was sloppy during the cover up. Like,
well, but you know that's
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's what they're doing right now with this. I mean, they're bringing in all of these like really great new characters and like interesting plot lines that you want to watch, like fucking Harrison wrestling and shit like that, and cracking homeboy's arm off. Like there's shit like that is so much more fascinating than watching old school Dexter kill. You're like, this is just like the echoes and effects of what the fuck this first show was. It's so great.
So that's what's happened. So now I want to do a quick speculation on the going forward. Because I'm tossed up between is Kirk trying to turn Harrison into like on his side since he lost his son.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring you over to like I'll give you all this money and love and fathership so you can like kill bitches and hide them in spelunking holes or whatever the fuck they called that. I don't even know that word. But
that's why I hide my bitches.
I put my bitches in spelunking holes.
Or is he going to lure Harrison in to then bring that girl in, the police officer's daughter, to get her in the collection? Or does he try to make Harrison some weird way, even though he's not a girl, part of his collection to get back at Dexter? Those are where my brain has gone.
No, I like your first string.
Yeah, he's going to try to mentor him, but Dexter is going to flip Harrison to murk him up, and Harrison is going to be the one who's going to murk up old boy. I'm calling it right now.
I think he makes Harrison like almost about to kill Dexter. Harrison's going to tell him all this stuff, and then somehow right before Kirk kills Dexter, Harrison's going to kill Kirk. Or I don't know. I'm so excited.
It's going to be something like that, and I am also super stoked for it. They're crushing it.
Coach Logan's going to die by the end of this, and so is the podcaster. Those are my other 2 speculations.
Wait, who's the first person you said?
Logan, the coach who's a police officer. He's gonna he gets too
gotta go.
He gets too emotional too quick that he's gonna see somebody, probably Dexter, and get killed because of it. Is my guess.
Yep. Yeah. Oh God, that's so exciting. They're crushing it over there at Showtime.
And they brought Angel back. They brought Angel back, and how great was that?
Oh, Angel is the reason the whole thing is now about to blow up. Harrison goes, that's not my dad's name. That's one thing. But as soon as Angel goes, yeah, he died too. Oh, yeah, Harrison. Like, oh, shit. Batista just fucking, like, blew this up.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. So check out Dexter
so much
New Blood.
better. Dexter New Blood is so much better than Dexter seasons 5 through 9. Or 8.
100%.
And I hated Deb in the beginning of this. I love her. She's a great character.
Oh, she's
a good Harry.
She's
a real good Harry.
Yeah, she's so ruthless and just like talking shit all the time. And then
when she gets scared, it's like, fuck, this is real. Like, whew,
and when Dexter figured out that it was that Harrison was the one that was the aggressor and like sliced her, and she like that reaction and that whole interaction was so good to me.
That's been dope too. How they's like how they reenacted the fucking stabbing and all that, like, and then the blood filled. Oh man, it's dope as hell.
I'm loving it. Big props to Dexter. Props to Showtime. Take down that Dexter thing, because I'll ask you guys one more Showtime show before we leave here.
Is it called The Weekend?
You watch Yellow Jackets yet?
Talk about it.
Not yet. I promise you, when I watch that, I will definitely bring it up. The only thing that I want to bring up for this week's Netflix is something that we've touched on briefly in the past that I am
Each
addicted to, that I watch like almost every fucking night before I go to bed on Netflix because it's so goddamn
News
hilarious.
radio.
Yeah. We've talked
And that's
about this.
I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
Jay, we've talked about this multiple times.
Is it
This
the
with
cartoon?
It's the
No.
guy. It's the guy who did the Halloween stuff or in the early
Halloween
COVID
stuff video.
Yep. I'm back. I know who you're talking
His
about.
his sketch
Dave or
comedy show on
Dan or-
Netflix.
His
Tim
sketch
Robinson.
comedy show.
That's
And I
almost what I
literally think quotes from that show almost every day, from like you can't skip lunch to
Oh, you know what's
fucking,
funny
much-
is
There's too much fucking shit.
there's
on
too
me,
much
I
fucking
can't.
shit on me, I can't.
I was rewatching the video, the show of ours where we're discussing that guy because you
Yes.
said Tim Robinson. I was like, the guy from Nothing to Lose. Like I literally just today watched us talking about this guy, talk about some Inception shit. That's
It's
weird.
so-
Wild.
It's so fucking and
Jay,
then,
if you haven't watched the show yet, you really,
I haven't.
really, really need to.
the
so
sketch
much
about
fun.
I watched
the
that,
sketch about
and that was
coffin
great.
flop and the sketch about the baby thinking that he's a piece of shit. I think about these all the time now, and I just keep going back and watching them because
This
there's
is
so
Netflix?
many like
Yes.
and there's so
I
many
think you
absurd
should leave.
laughs.
Yes,
I think
and
you
each
should leave.
episode is only like 10 or 12 minutes long, and
They're
there's
real short.
6 episodes per season, and there's only 2
Oh,
seasons.
okay.
So
Oh,
you can get
okay.
through it in one night if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Easy.
if you want to
okay.
just sit and bang through it, and the sketches to me
So
are so
fucking-
oh, yeah.
fucking funny. Like tonight, for example, I was thawing my steaks, and
That's the name of his
water
bit?
got into the bag of one of my steaks, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Great, we're having sloppy steaks for dinner."
I don't even get the reference, and it's funny.
It's
But you
real. It's a lot of fun, bro. You got to check it.
I'll have
It's a
to
good
check
show.
it out. Sounds like
All right,
there's
I'll
a lot
take
of
us
good
out.
shit to watch.
There's a lot, and that was just the last couple minutes
and-
on this week's edition
we
of
love it all. Take us to
Maybe
Florida.
we're sick of being judged by what we watch. Take us. to
Fucking best
Florida.
part is that I had 2 more shows written down that we didn't even talk about. So next week
We're
is gonna be
gonna
great.
talk about them next week. Okay.
Holy shit!
Yay!
Okay.
Florida, man. Florida, man.
Oh,
Week in Florida.
This week's edition of
This one is in Melbourne. A
Flo-
local alligator raped a young middle school. Not the
This
children, the
week-
whole building.
This
What?
week on Florida Man, Big Trox spends his weekend in Orlando.
Is that what this is? Did you go to Orlando and get like arrested for diddling a statue or something?
No, I said Big Trox, but maybe he did, and I was just
I
trying
was
to
looking
up
talk
at the
about
right
his
corner.
weekend. Uh-oh.
He looks
Throwing
innocent enough.
sausages at his mother.
Oh God, I hope this isn't some like you porn like innuendo.
Wait, that's like one of my favorite gifs is the one with all of the hot dogs hitting the person's face with their mouth.
oh, that's a
open.
good gift.
Yeah,
Is
I
this
know
kind
that
of like
one.
what that is?
It's not. Police in Manatee County, Florida, were called to a home after a dispute broke out between a mother and her 22-year-old son. Sometime
I think they're
around
calling
8
his
p.m. on
mom
Monday
fat.
night. He asked his mom to make him some dinner. The
She's
41-year-old
the
mother
size
agreed
of a
and said,
manatee or a county.
said it would take a while because she was busy. Apparently, the wait time took this guy from hungry to hangry in record time. Son of a bitch.
Not a very in-depth story.
Cajias.
It's scrolling too fast.
Cajias.
He is
Gaspare.
Gasper and then threw some sausages at her, and one of the meat tubes hit her right in the eye. Hit her in the right eye.
Oh,
is
yes,
how I
yes.
should have read that. He then allegedly put his hands around her neck, but didn't choke her.
That's like when she dies during sex. You're like, no, my hands were around her
No,
neck. I wasn't
That's a
choking.
power
her."
move.
I did
That's
not
a power move
choke
right
her.
there.
So your
Put my hands around her
your
neck.
handprints are all over your mother.
I just want to let her know I could.
Jesus, the pop-ups and news ads make me want to fucking lose my mind.
Did you
Okay,
hit
enough
your
reason
mother
to
in
not
the
read the
face with
news.
sausages? Because that's an assault.
Now,
No,
here's
sir,
where
it's
it
my
went
dick.
down. Kyle, he claims that his mom bumped into him while he was eating. That's when he got mad and threw his remaining sausages at her. He says that he did nothing wrong and wouldn't have gotten mad if she just apologized. The sausage thrower was arrested.
I love how his
The sausage
name is
thrower was arrested.
Khaleesi or something. Khaleesi. And
I
then
gave
at
up the
bottom,
first
he's just a fucking sausage thrower.
What
He
about
was
like
charged with
okay?
misdemeanor domestic battery and ordered to stay at least 500 feet away from his mother.
How
Just
big is their
picture-
house? Because he lives with her.
if any of you guys are to get into an argument with somebody, like they bump into you at a place, and you just like grab whatever you're holding, you're like, just apologize, say you're sorry. Say you're sorry.
I'm gonna hit you with this fucking sausage.
I'm gonna
Think
throw
about
this
this guy
sausage
getting
at you
so
if you
mad
don't
he threw a
apologize.
sausage at you.
And think about
Like-
being his mom, and he's like, "Fuck you, mom. Get
What a
my
bummer.
sausage."
You got to be that guy's
Like-
mom.
He probably breastfed till he was 7. He was probably one of those weirdos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get that mad at your mom for bumping you during dinner that she cooked you and not apologize? And then hitting her because she didn't apologize?
Because it
You
took her
know-
too long to cook the meal. Why are you not understanding that?
You know what this makes me think about?
That's
is
her
like,
job. That's her job, is to make her adult son.
The mother should have thrown the
sausages.
father's sausage in the trash, and then we never
You
would have
give-
been to this story.
You give your livelihood for these kids. Like you'll hold off studio sessions for an hour, and then they're just gonna fucking throw sausages at you. Like it's absurd.
I'm
these
glad
kids
you
do.
said that, because this guy's face looks like how yours probably looked when you got told it was going to be another hour until time to record sideways.
I was so bummed.
Jesus.
I was like, "Can I eat some of your fries?"
He's like, no, but he hit you with a sausage.
No,
Wow.
he
Son of a
fed me.
bitch.
He was a sweetheart. It was a good.
Florida, man. Florida, man.
Fucking sausage thrower was arrested.
Bunch of sausage throwing bitches. What's up, guys?
I mean, use the guy's name. Anyway, y'all, this
I
has
can't
been
believe
a
we allow
weird-
him to be on the show anymore.
We're
Like,
having so much fun with you.
This
with
has
you
been a
guys
very
here.
odd episode, but I've had a great time.
Hey guys,
We've got
tune in
in some
next week
weird
to find out
places.
how my weekend was 2 weeks ago. Okay, we're gonna get back to it.
We're not talking about your weekend. We're going to focus on a brand new unopened Howling Gourds. We're going to move forward with life. We're not going to dwell on the past because that would be weird and not like us. How are you on one beer still, by the way? I'm on my 4th.
This is number 2.
Fair. Anyway, y'all, we appreciate the fuck
I'm
out of
sitting
everybody
around a
for joining
collection, personally.
us. Right? I don't count because I'm not that person. No, we'll be back next week and every week. Wednesday
Only
night.
fucking old ladies count.
We love you guys. Don't listen to them. We love
We
you.
do.
They're
Wednesday
talking
nights, we're on
bullshit.
that live shit. Sundays, we're right here. We appreciate you guys. Scrub Hop Talk Live, JDirty, Big Trox, and Troxy Cotton. We're out this bitch.
Love you.